Chapter 5: The Ex-Fiancé's Revenge. Isabella was not the kind of woman who accepted defeat quietly. Over the next few months, she launched a full-scale war against me. She hired a team of publicists and lawyers whose only job seemed to be destroying my life completely. She released fake photos, edited images showing me and Elias together before the wedding, claiming we had been having an affair for months. She paid people to lie in interviews, saying they had seen us together, saying I was a manipulator, saying Elias was just another victim of my schemes. She wrote long, dramatic posts on social media about how she had lost everything, how I had stolen her happiness, how Elias had been bewitched by a liar. And sadly, people believed her. The public loved a dramatic story, and Isabella was beautiful, charming, and incredibly good at playing the victim. Overnight, everything Elias had done to clear my name was undone. The internet turned against me again, worse than before. See, we were right all along. She planned it perfectly. Homewrecker, thief, liar. I lost count of the death threats, the hateful messages, the terrible things people said about me. Even friends who had started to trust me began to doubt. Every time I stepped outside, people stared or whispered or made rude comments. One afternoon, I was sitting in Elias's library, going through photos, when I broke down completely. The stress, the fear, the constant judgment, it was too much. I put my head in my hands and cried, tears flowing freely after months of holding them back. I didn't hear Elias come in until I felt his hand rest gently on my shoulder. Nina. His voice was soft, concerned. He knelt down beside me, turning my chair so I faced him. He wiped the tears from my cheeks with his thumb, his touch gentle and warm. "Talk to me. What is wrong? Why are you doing this?" I sobbed, looking up at him. "Why are you defending me when everyone hates us? Why don't you just fire me and let everyone be happy? You have everything to lose by staying near me." He looked at me with an expression I had never seen before, fierce, determined, and full of something I didn't dare name. "Because you are the only real thing that has happened to me in years," he said quietly. "Because when you look at me, you don't see a billionaire. You don't see power or money or status. You just see me. You listen. You care. You tell the truth. And I haven't felt that from anyone in a very long time." He paused, his eyes searching mine. "I know what Isabella is doing. I know every word she says is a lie. I know every photo is fake. And I don't care what the world thinks. As long as I know the truth, that is enough. And you are worth fighting for, Nina. You are worth protecting. You are worth everything." My heart raced. I wanted to tell him everything right then, how much I loved him, how much he meant to me. But before I could find the words, his phone rang. It was his legal team. Isabella was filing a lawsuit against me for defamation and damages. The war was getting worse. But as Elias stood up, pulling me gently to my feet and holding my hand tight, I knew I wasn't fighting alone. Chapter 6: Truth Behind the Lens. In the weeks that followed, I changed the way I worked. Instead of just capturing events and meetings, I started capturing him. I took photos of Elias reading in the library, his face relaxed and thoughtful. Photos of him playing with the children at charity events, smiling naturally, happy. Photos of him listening to his staff, treating everyone with kindness and respect. Photos of him walking through the gardens at his estate, quiet and peaceful. I didn't post these anywhere. I kept them in a private album on my computer, an album only I could see. But every photo told a story, the story of the real Elias Sterling, the man nobody else got to see. One rainy evening, I was sitting in the garden studio at his estate, going through these photos, when Elias walked in. He had come looking for me, holding a cup of hot tea. He stopped when he saw the screen. He walked closer, looking at the photos I had taken of him. "You see so much," he whispered, standing right behind me, his voice soft and warm against my ear. "You capture things even I didn't know were there. You see the parts of me I try to hide from everyone else." He reached out, touching the screen gently, tracing the image of himself smiling at a child. "Nobody has ever looked at me the way you do, Nina. Nobody has ever seen me the way you do." He turned me slowly in my chair so I was facing him. We were so close I could feel his warmth, smell the faint scent of his cologne, see every detail in his beautiful eyes. "I didn't just hire you for your eyes," he said quietly. "I hired you because being near you makes me feel alive again. You bring light into places I thought were dark forever. You bring truth where there were only lies. And I think, no, I know, I have fallen in love with the woman who ruined my wedding." My breath caught in my throat. My heart hammered against my ribs so hard I thought he must hear it. You love me," I whispered, hardly daring to believe it. He smiled, a soft, beautiful smile. "I have loved you for a long time, Nina. I just didn't have the courage to say it. Not until now." "I love you too," I cried, tears of happiness spilling over. "I have loved you since the moment you called me and thanked me instead of yelling. Since the moment you defended me against the whole world. Since the moment you became my safe place." He leaned down, kissing me gently, softly, perfectly, a kiss that felt like coming home, a kiss that said everything we had both been too afraid to say. But even as we held each other close, we both knew the truth: loving me meant war. Isabella was still out there. The public still hated me. The lies were still loud and dangerous. But now, we were together. And together, we could face anything.